Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be bonus video number 2. I'm going to cover a shot, I'm going to cover a peek to a sit out, and I'm going to cover a knee to knee Granby. Alright, let's move on to today's video. The first move we're going to cover is a shot. So I got my lead leg and my trail leg, lots of space in between my feet, and I got to protect this leg that's exposed. Make sure you guys have a good bend in your knees, and you got to find a stance that's comfortable for you. Everybody's a little different. But the main things we want to look at are we covering that front leg? Can we protect it? Are our hands in front? Right? These guys are my soldiers. I want to make sure I could cover a lot of range. So if I'm standing too high, I can't reach down. Okay? And in Jiu-Jitsu, if I'm too low, I might be susceptible to cradles, to front headlocks. So you have to play around with your range. And again, make sure you're comfortable. Okay? So range for your soldiers, protection for that lead leg, head up, I'm always focused, then I'm ready. All right. When I take my shot, I start in my attack stance, I level change, I make sure I'm in range here, and I use my trail arm. Reach out. And if I can touch my opponent, that means I'm in range for a shot. Okay? So I find my ranges, I level change, I take that first penetration step to let me dive in and break through. Once I'm here, my knee comes down, head up, back straight, big chest like a superhero. One more time, I level change, I find my range, penetration step, as my knee comes down, big chest, and then my trail leg comes up. I need to bring my trail leg up because that's going to be what's going to help me power from my double legs or to cut around, cut the corner. I cannot finish with my trail leg behind me. Alright? I won't finish anybody good like that. And I'm always ready to maneuver. I'm ready to finish my shot by going forward, or if I have a good opponent who's defending well, I'm able to back away, reset, going for my second shot. I'm always looking for shot number 2 and 3, or resetting into a good defensive posture where I'm not being pushed back and being attacked on myself. When you guys are practicing this, take one shot, reset back on your feet, do another shot. I'm using my hands right now, and it's okay when you're learning for some base and balance, but eventually keep your hands up. And you want to use that speed and momentum to drive forward. And again, get on this power leg. The trail leg comes up, and then I go sideways. That's why we work on those circling side to side. We shuffle, so we develop this power right here. Right? My head is up, my back is straight, my hips are in, boom. And I'm coming up like an aeroplane. Alright, next up, guys. We're gonna sit out. I'm gonna start in my turtle position, and I'm gonna, whatever leg I choose, let's say I wanna use my left leg, I'm gonna cut across my center line. So I'm going diagonal. I gotta get this hand out the way though. Alright, otherwise I'm gonna run into my hand. So I get the hand out the way, feel how much pressure you're putting on this arm. Alright? I don't wanna put too much, but this guy's gonna be supporting my weight. From here, I'm gonna blast my knee and get to my hip pocket. Alright? From here, I'm gonna turn and turtle. One more time. I'm using my left leg again. My hand comes up. Chest is up. I'm lunging forward. See how far you could shoot your knee and come up into turtle position. Alright? It's kind of fun to do this in a 360. And once you completed a circle, do your other side. So I'm using my right knee. My left hand comes up, gets out of the way, and I'm shooting my knee across make sure you're sliding on your hip. I'm not on my shin. Alright? This angle is going to allow you to slide in deep. Alright? And be careful not to put too much weight on this arm. People can pull your shoulders back, they can pull your hips back, and can stop you. Alright? I don't want to stop here. Once I'm here, I got to get to my turtle position. Okay? Okay guys, next up is a knee to knee Granby. Again, I start in the turtle position. I'm starting on my knees. And from here, I'm going to take one arm and bring it through my knees. And my arms in between my knees. Reach as far back as you can. 3 things I need to tuck. I need to tuck my shoulder down to the ground, my ear down to the ground, and my chin to my chest. The more I can ball up, the tighter my Granbys. Alright, so I start on my knees, I reach through to tuck the shoulder, the ear. I'm off my knees a little bit. And I get inverted. I'm on my shoulder, my hips are up. You can use your hands for support. I started on my knees. I finish on my knees. And again, do this slow. Don't use strength. And go in a circle. Go around the world. Once you're done, maybe 3 or 4 times to complete a circle, do the other side. Work both sides. Tuck, shoulder, ear, chin. Shoulder, ear, chin. Use your hands for support if you need to. The trick with these Granbys, guys, is to keep all your weight from your tailbone to your toes over the top of your head. Alright, check this out. As I tuck from my tailbone to my toes, the weight is over the top of my head. And I move from one side, crossing the center line. Do not fall on your hip. A lot of students right here, they fall down. I need to keep my hips up. And then I finish. I'm going to throw on a little something extra. Some people call this like a quad pod or a tripod. But I'm getting off my knees. Alright, from here, I can also sit out. This is really useful when you have an opponent who's on your side, on your back. I can just sit out here. So I use this to sit out to build space and get away from my opponent who wants to close up the space and take my back. In this case, boom, I'm popping up off my knees, and I quickly get back into my turtle position, facing my opponent. This also works with the Granby. So if I'm right here and an opponent is on my side, I'm going to look away from my opponent. He can't take my back here. My back is on the mat. I get to my knees, and I quickly face my opponent. Alright, I can't turn into him. If I turn into him, he's going to push me down, and boom, I'm open, I'm exposed. He's going to get into this north-south position, and then I'm going to have to do something else. Alright, so remember to look away from your opponent. Get your back down on the mat. And I could get to my knees right here for this drill. Or if you combine it with some of the other moves that we're learning, boom. Always keep your opponent in front of you. Alright guys, so both those moves work whether you're in turtle or whether you want to pop up into that tripod or quad pod position. Building space and being able to get your being able to get your opponent right back in front of you. Alright guys, stay tuned for the exercise video where I'm going to be going fast paced, covering these 3 new moves. So stay tuned for that.